Hey folks, I wanted to give you guys an extra video or two regarding proofs, and I thought that I would just for the heck of it try out doing one where you can see my face, because I thought I'd try something different. Anyways, we'll see how it works. I don't love putting my face in these things, and clearly my place is a ramshackle mess here. Anyways, let's get going. So, we are given that the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. In other words, the number of degrees of angle 1 is equal to the number of degrees of angle 3. And then we're asked to prove that angle in this picture, DBA, is equal to the measure of angle DBA is equal to the measure of angle EBC. Okay. So let's see if we can do it. Now, the good news is we're given the actual statements. We just got to come up with reasons. And that's something that you're going to practice. Now, one of the things that I like to say in my videos is that I would love for you to hit pause and try to get the answers before me. And I'd like you to do that for each step along the way. So even if for the first three you need my help, if you can, hit pause before I give the next reason and then try to give the extra ones. Now, if you can't do it now, later on when you're going back and you're reviewing for the test, a good idea would be to try to watch this video, hit pause at this point, and try to fill in all the reasons yourself, and then watch me and see if we agree. Okay. Anyways, let me get started. So, angle 1, the measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3. I'm going to say that that is given. Now, sadly, my handwriting is a sloppy mess, but I'm going to try my best anyways. So next thing, measure of angle DBA is equal to measure of angle 3 plus 2. Here's DBA. Sure enough, it's 3 plus 2. I'd say that would be the angle addition postulate. So something like that. Let's do this. I'm going to abbreviate angle addition. There we go, something like that. And then if we putting the postulate part is great, but I don't even know that I need it. Angle addition is what you guys need to know. Okay, next, angle DBA is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Let's take a look. DBA. I see 2 and 3, but I don't see angle 1 and 2. But what I notice here is that all they're doing is they're rewriting this statement for 2, and they've replaced the angle 3 with angle 1. Now, is that reasonable? Let's take a look. Well, here's angle 3, here's angle 1. One of the things we talked about is if these angles were congruent, they'd have a little hash mark that indicates that they are the same angle. But there is another way to determine whether angles are congruent or not, and that is when you have the same number of arcs. So, for instance, if we had two angles that were exactly equal to each other, I'm just going to try to do my best, we could say that this angle is equal to this angle by putting the same number of arcs for the two angles. In this case, since there's just one arc here and one arc here, it indicates that these two angles are equal. So, back to this. Statement 3 is just statement 2 with angle 3 being placed by angle 1. Now, why don't you hit pause and see if you can figure out what to write here, and then I'll tell you in just a second. So, I believe that we're going to say that we can replace the angle 3 with angle 1 because they're equivalent. Oh, and by the way, it's given that angle 1 is angle 3. So, gosh, we could almost say given, but I'm going to say substitution. So I'm going to go ahead and write it in there. And for me, I don't know, it's just easier to write in caps. I'll let you write it however you want. Next, it says angle 1 plus angle 2 equals EBC. So here's EBC, angle 1, 2. Sure enough, again, it's just the angle addition postulate. Oops, sorry about that. I was a little too hasty, and I stole your joy. You can go ahead and hit pause and see if you can write the last one, and if not, I'll tell you in just a second. Okay, DBA equals EBC. So, hopefully you took some time and stared at all of this for a little bit and kind of came up with some thoughts of your own. If you haven't, again, hit pause and do that. Okay, now I have some thoughts for you. One might say that we could have got to step 5 by substitution because DBA equals angle 1 plus angle 2, and EBC equals angle 1 plus angle 2. However, because of the way we're doing it, because we're saying DBA equals this, and then this equals that, what it really looks more like is the transitive property. So I'm going to go ahead and put transitive, and now we have completed the proof, and we've used logic, we've used deductive reasoning to determine that the measure of these two angles are equal, given that measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3. That's something to celebrate. Let's give ourselves a little pat on the back. Good job.